All right, KTC, here we go. Heading into a race week again. Super excited for this weekend. Heading to Victoria. I'm going to be talking about that for a little bit in the beginning here. And then I will flip over to this week of training as well as a quick overview on the next training block. And that's pretty much it. So a couple quick things to bring your attention to on our Facebook page. We do have a group for the Victoria weekend coming up here. I think we have 15 people who have signed on that they're going. There might be a couple others I'm going to have to qualify. I would love to put a little list out. So right now, looks like Carla, Ava, Kathy, Aaron. Sorry, Sam won't be joining us this go around. Don, Ben, Jason, Darren, Luke, Kyler, Larissa, Kelly, Curie. So that's who I have on the list so far. A couple people I know are missing off here. Thomas, you're one of them. I'm not going to try to go by memory. So if you are looking to follow any of us, myself included, make sure that you head over to Ironman or go to your app store on your phone. Download the Ironman Tracker app. It looks kind of like this. When you open it up, you're going to see Victoria on there, and then you can just punch in any of our names and follow along and see how we're doing for the day. That also keeps us honest on the run, knowing that if someone's watching, hopefully we will keep on moving. So another thing in the Facebook group here, we're looking to do a little team dinner on Friday night. Don't want to touch anything on Saturday. You do whatever is normal to you, so don't try anything new at all this week. Don't try anything new in the race. Don't try anything new for dinner or breakfast. So make sure whatever it is, it's routine. Anyway, if you want to carve up a little bit on Friday night, looking at doing a dinner at 7 p.m. It's very close to the race site, so just as you leave the race site, it's pretty much just down the road. And yeah, love to catch up with everybody, chat with everybody, just enjoy the experience. And that will be again at 7 p.m. There is a swim, the 1,000-meter swim, if anyone is doing that. I'm not too sure whether we're going to get down there or not. Let's see how it goes, how we get over on the ferries and whatnot and settling in. But might head down for a swim on the Friday night as well. But those of you doing the 1,000-meter swim, if you signed up for that and you want to come for dinner afterwards, it should give you ample time to get your open water swim in and come on and refuel after. So that will be Friday night. Looking at the itinerary for Saturday, my goal is to get down to the race site. Hopefully my travel companion, Darren, will be on board with this plan, but getting a little bit of a short bike and run, or a short bike and swim in on the Saturday morning, and hopefully hitting this 11 a.m. to 11:30 athlete briefing. That way we can get it all out of the way. Probably check the bikes just shortly after that, or even just before that, and then you're done for the day. You can go home, put your feet up, and not wear yourself out for Sunday. So that would be my plan. So aiming, again, probably for around a 10 a.m. kind of open water swim if you want to meet down there on the beach where the race starts. That's kind of the area that people will be swimming in, at least they were last year. So looking to replicate that again. And like I said, probably then just check the bike and listen to any updates that they might need to update us on. So that is it for Victoria. Make sure everybody get down there nice and safe. Look forward to seeing you down there. And again, if you're not going down there, make sure you check out the tracker and follow along and see all the excitement. Now, the weekend after next is obviously the Oliver race weekend. So we got back-to-back, which really makes the training plan a little difficult. Again, I shouldn't even say a training plan. Makes putting the workouts in a little bit more difficult. It's not going to be perfect for Oliver. It's not going to be perfect for Victoria. So I would say tweak a little bit. That being said, we are in a recovery week, hopefully race week. You do want to bring it down. Want to keep a little bit of pop of intensity in there. Only short efforts, 20, 30 seconds, just to keep sharp, and hopefully that will be what you see here, with obviously some modifications like not doing a 3-hour ride on Saturday. That would be for everyone who's not doing Victoria. Or obviously all these endurance rides can be modified in duration as well. So if you're doing Oliver the next weekend, probably, again, not a good idea to do a 3-hour ride on Saturday, especially if you're doing a sprint or an Olympic. So we did some drill work today, hopefully just moving easy, differently, felt good. We'll shake it out a little bit. Do plan to hit the track tomorrow morning. It's going to be an easier one, just a little bit of speed in there, kind of do our normal warm-up, and then it's just kind of easy jog out, nice stretch session. So more of recovery focus will be done earlier than normal. Easy ride. We're just do a little bit of lakeshore ride on the evening tomorrow night. So again, nothing crazy there, just flushing the legs out, maybe little pops going up the hills, but nothing too crazy. And just make sure the bike is working good. Maybe test out the gear you're going to use, etc., whatever. Meeting 6 o'clock at H2O. Then we're going to do a little freestyle tune-up on Thursday. For people racing Victoria or even Oliver, we are going to do some short efforts, just taking out some race intensity and settling it back a bit. So working on those starts, as you usually start off a little bit too fast. So we'll do a little bit of mixed work to warm up. Then I'm going to take you through some technique work where we'll just swim this together and then play with a little bit of intensity. On Friday, we're going to hit some tempos. Again, if you're racing Victoria, you can pick and choose what you'd like to do. But this will set you up just for some race pacing. If you want to do a little bit less, you can just do this little warm-up where we're just doing a couple builds and literally you're done. And then Saturday, obviously, if you're racing Victoria, we're all gone. If you're sticking around, this is important. It is the last pool swim. Unfortunately, I will not be here, but we do have pool space. So you can swim 7 to 8:30. And yeah, self-directed workout, so you can print it off if you like. Pretty simple. You're doing a straight swim again, and then instead of doing 100s this week, we're just going to push up to 200s. So this would be good if you're doing Oliver. You may want to pare it back a little bit, but I'll leave that up to you. So again, there is pool swimming if the lake's not ready yet, which it probably isn't. It's probably only getting colder with the weather that we've had this week. Feel free to jump in the pool. Then again, if you're sticking around, you want to go for a ride, great. If you're not riding, this is what I'd recommend to do on the Saturday. Again, a little ride, probably riding first, get that out of the way, make sure the bike works. Nothing crazy though, very short. And then same with a little bit of a swim, just make sure you're feeling good in the water. Test out the wetsuit, loosen up, and you should be ready to race on Sunday. Again, if you're not racing, you can keep with our longer endurance run, which I've pared back obviously for the recovery week. But as you know, you can modify that back up or down based on your fitness goals and current fitness level. So next week gets a little trickier. I'm going to sneeze. Let me pause. Oh boy. Okay. Hope that's just allergies. Just allergies. Gonna be totally fine. Body always does weird things on taper week, so don't worry about it. If you're feeling you're getting tightened up or weird things are happening, it'll be fine. You're going to be great by Sunday. So next week, again, we will modify some of this if you're racing Oliver. We are going to do a little bit more of speed focus to kick off Tuesday, and then some technique and endurance on Thursday. Oliver swimmers, we may pare that back a little bit. If you've been doing good miles in the pool, though, you'll probably be fine. The Wednesday, 5 times 1,000. Again, if you need more of a taper, we will pare that back, and you can just do some easier running, similar to what we did this week. But if you are even doing back-to-backers like I am, I kind of want to get a good session in, and that'll probably be the good run session of the week. So it's not a bad session to do as long as you feel you can recover on time. The June Springs threshold efforts, that one will be something that I'm going to be paring back for myself. But again, if you're not racing, we will be working hard and heading out to June Springs to do some hill climbing on the Wednesday next week. And this is kind of where it all falls apart. So if you're doing Oliver Thursday, if you want to do a little run prep, and basically all these race preps would be leading into Oliver on if you're racing Saturday. If you are racing Sunday, then you can push everything a day. So you could do the race Oliver race prep run on the Friday at the track if you wanted to, or on your own, and then push the swim and the bike over onto the Saturday before you check in. You'll probably be down in Oliver that day, I'm going to imagine. Well, you have to check your bike in at Oliver the day before anyway. So yeah, get your open water swimming in Lake Tuckalnuit, which will be a lot warmer, and just make sure the bike works. And again, everything just shifts. If you're not doing any of the racing, we are going to do a similar workout to what we did last week with some 2,000, 1,200, and 400s, working some different intensities on the track on the Friday, and then of course going long on the weekend if you're not down at Oliver. And again, I will encourage people, if you want to swim open water, the plan will be to start 7 a.m. So keep the same time. Saturday morning, 7 to 8 will be kind of open water swim time, and I will be joining you the following week. As there won't be any racing going on, at least that I know of. So if you do want to get in the lake on the Saturday with people down at Gyro, great. I'll let you guys coordinate that. You can use Facebook if you like. Obviously, a lot of us will be down in Oliver if you want to come down and cheer and participate in that day by doing your own little swim while you're down there too. You're probably more than welcome. So I'll leave that to you. So again, this gets a little bit messy, and you are going to have to modify the workouts, using your noggin. Don't do this really hard run workout the day before you're going to race a sprint or an Olympic. So hopefully that will be all self-explanatory. And then we're going to continue on. Obviously, the weekends we're going endurance. The goal will be to do open water swim, ride long, and maybe even run off the bike. So that'll be Saturday. So I'm going to work backwards here from simple to more complicated. Running will continue on with the program. Starting to lengthen those runs out even more. And again, wherever you're at, just try to keep building that volume. We typically cycle through hills, flat but longer, and then some zone 2, zone 3 work. So that tends to be the cycle. Gives you a little bit of variability, and pretty much hits on everything you want in terms of endurance running. The muscular endurance hills, the long, slow distance of the flats, and then picking it up upper and lower aerobic as you, again, going back and forth between zone 2, zone 3. So the rest of the weeks, we're still working on some threshold VO2 max on the Wednesdays. So we're going to do a nice long set of 300s. Really enjoyed that the other day. Continue to extend the 1000s as we move through here. Back to some 300s. So that's what you're going to see on the track on Wednesdays. Fridays, we're going to continue on with some of our tempo and some threshold work as well. So that's what you'll see. And this one, again, will repeat a bit where we build from tempo up to VO2 max. So that will be the Fridays. And then we're going to continue to cycle through some climbing I talked about, some KTC or some TT loops, and then some bricks. So that'll kind of be the cycle for the next couple of weeks. Hill climb, flat TT with hills in there, as you know. The 3 rollers, and then some bike run, fun stuff. Swimming, very similar in terms of doing some sprints and some VO2 max, some takeout speed. So more high quality always on the Tuesday when hopefully you're a little bit fresher. Technique and endurance on the Thursday. So lots of technique, lots of endurance, longer continuous swimming. And that is about it for the program coming up, at least till the end of the month, which brings us to Cal Rats. Again, this would not be a taper race week, so We'll probably be throwing in some additional workouts in here just to give you some options of what to do leading into Cal Rats. But very similar. I love to get my little race prep run in on the Friday and then do a little bike swim on the Saturday, and then all set to go on whatever the race day is. So that would be my recommendations as you approach these races. I think that's about it. Again, taper week tends to be difficult. Sometimes you don't know what to do with yourself. Sometimes you feel more tired than fresh as you progress through the week, not doing as much volume. Just trust in it. Really, this week, less is more. You don't want to feel good until Sunday anyway, so just keep moving, keep the frequency going. Anything from 20 minutes to 40 minutes is great. An hour is fine too. But again, keep it nice and easy, nice and light, very short efforts if you are putting efforts in there. And hopefully you show up as fresh as possible, ready to go, and gonna crush it out there. So to everyone racing this weekend, I wish you the best of luck. I can't wait to see you down or over and down in Victoria. And next weekend, I can't wait to see you in Oliver. I'm going to be down there the whole weekend with the family, cheering and racing myself. So can't wait for these next 2 weeks. The season is finally here, at least for me. I know some of you raced already and, whatever. All right, everybody. Until next time, we'll see you hopefully on the track tomorrow or on the bike, maybe in the pool, worst case Thursday. Take care. Bye.